I'm a pretty bitch.
It's called What's in the Bag. This is for Wayne, Ryan, and Colin. So, guys, come on down. Now, the three of you, there you go, guys. The three of you are going to be acting out a dramatic scene. Let's help you in your roles for this scene. Ryan and Colin, you're going to be using these two handbags, which were generously donated by members of our studio audience. Can you wave, ladies? Okay, Katrina and Sherry, thank you so much. And now we're going to play a game called Prompts, which is for all four of our performers. So come on down.
Until someone gets on here, then we're going to do vocal parts.
So Ryan and Keegan, these are for you. And Wayne and Colin, these are for you.
Hi, Carrie.
And here's the deal. As you can see, each of them have a different set of props, and they've got to use them in as many interesting ways as they possibly can. And they look thrilled about it as well. And all right, we're just going to start with Ryan and Keegan. Welcome to the tribe of erectile dysfunction. Table for Madonna.
Yeah, officer, I saw the whole thing. Dude came and just cut Bugs Bunny in half. Oh, that's the whole thing. I'm confused. All right, here we go. Pole vault, baby. Got this one. Oh, God, Dracula, you've got a lot of plaque. What is this? What do you want for Christmas, old Mr. T? All right, Pa, try to keep up.
Called Props. It's for all four of our performers, so come on down.
I do not care what you are doing. What happened to those doorbusters at? Doorbusters! See, doorbusters.
Now we're going to play a little game called Caesar a Hat. Now what happens is, before every show, we ask our audience members to write down suggestions for different things. One of them is scenes they like to see pulled from this hat that make our performers do. We take the good ones. We don't take every single one of them. A lot of them stink. We take the good ones, and we put them in this hat, and we see how many they can act out. Starting with what Olympic medalists are really thinking while they're listening to the national anthem.
I would have gotten a gold if I just stretched a little more.
After the Olympics, I'm going to go fluff my Garfield. Times when eeny, meeny, miny, mo is not an appropriate selection method.
For the happy fun time has begun to fade. Watch as we reanimate our corpses. You are bad. Sit down on a basis to initiate the pain of venom stains. The night remains, but the ending's always just the same. No change. It's summertime at Baby Coffee, and we're celebrating with our new avocado banana drink, along with the rest of your summertime favorites, and $1.99 any size iced coffee or iced tea. It's time to be. Welcome to Tiki and Vids. One of the main draws of the Chuck E. Cheese's restaurants has been its animatronic figures. In the early 1980s, Showbiz Pizza Place bought Pizza Time Theater Incorporated. Showbiz Pizza Place had its own animatronic show called the Rockafire Explosion Band. But by 1992, all the restaurants from both chains were unified and branded as Chuck E. Cheese's. After the name merger, they retrofitted the Chuck E. Cheese characters on some of the Rockafire Explosion Band animatronics. Since then, a lot of the animatronics are now showing their age, and some haven't been taken care of too well. So here are the top 10 Chuck E. Cheese animatronic malfunctions and fails. Number 10.
Sad.
This animatronic malfunction comes from the Lima, Ohio location, where Chuck E. Cheese becomes Chuck E. Freeze.
You guys are 40 years old. Give them a break. They're 40 years old.
I'm a little drummer boy. Number 9. The Helen animatronic gets really jittery while
No, they're
Mr.
not.
Punch doesn't move at all. From this malfunction from Attleboro, Massachusetts.
When I was younger, I used to watch Chuck E. Cheese.
Number
Yeah,
8
sure, I would do
is
Cheese
the
a few times.
final countdown for Pasquale's
But
mustache at
I
the
never actually had
Toronto,
worked there.
Canada location.
But it's sad, though, that some places actually got rid of the animatronics. It's sad, though. Yeah, if I can go to Cheese and the animatronics are there, I like to film them because they can see them again, because I only did one.
Number
Saw
7.
Ben.
Helen Henny had one too many jawbreakers and was caught performing without her jaw at the Mentor, Ohio location.
I got to break my mouth.
The next year at the same location, Helen was caught without the back of her head. Talk about
I
the
feel a lot
tough
safer with back of her head shit. As long as she's a bottom part, it'd be fine, but the back of her head, ooh. Still, better than having her lips missing.
Number 6. A weird glitch hits the Chuck E. Cheese animatronics at the Greensboro, North Carolina location.
What the heck's wrong with Pasquale? He's not like shoved up. Oh no. Why couldn't I fix him
Number
up?
5. The eyes on the Helen animatronic go a little crazy.
What the frig? What the heck? One's closed, one's going.
Number
It does
4.
not.
The pizza cam from the Richmond, Virginia location can't even get up.
That's wrong. They just fixed it recently. Pizza Cam, they just recently rebuilt the whole damn thing. Recently, last year, they rebuilt the whole damn thing last year. So now it works fine.
Number 3.
Somebody fixed
The
it.
Chuck E. Cheese animatronic has a broken eyeball. Number 2. Chuck E. Cheese's broken torso in Burlington, Massachusetts.
You can get a gallon of gas for 65 cents.
Wow.
And a little indie film called Star Wars was released that changed the world forever. And people everywhere were dancing to this song.
And the number 1 Chuck E. Cheese animatronic malfunction. Chuck E. Cheese's head goes spinning.
These are the new ones. I don't think you're understand Sharks, why they gotta keep at least Chucky though.
And here's a bonus clip.
It's
The
sad.
animatronics get
If I don't
teared
think she's
down
screen size
tonight,
in
and
office,
it's
I'll
just
leave the damn
kinda
trucks in
creepy.
there. If I had to, I mean, we do them all, but still, keep them.
If you have a video or a fail you'd like to share with us, follow the link in the description below. Thanks so much for watching. Click the TPM icon on the screen to subscribe to this channel and check out some of these other videos, which we're sure you'll like.
Sad though, after all these years, they're getting.
You can put your mind and do whatever you want to do. Just tell yourself that you're capable too.
I remember this scenario. How
You never stood a chance. I can't run like I used to, but I can pull myself apart just fine.
I wanted to record a message for you to help you get settled in on your first night.
It's not my fault. I have these fat plastic fingers and can't press the buttons.
Let's go somewhere more private. So I can eat you. I want to wait for just the right moment to drop in. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hello. Seeing you powerless is like music to me.
You were always dead.
Let me show you how to break your face and move right through. one favorite, the crunchy goodness of Lay's kettle-cooked potato chips.
Hey guys, Backyard Scientist here. I was wondering, what if we could see dangerous radiation? How bright would it look like if we could see it? I was thinking about this because I was watching the TV show Chernobyl on HBO. The firefighters just ran right into the burning reactor building, totally unaware of any dangers. It tastes better. Yeah, what is that? And how could they know? One of the firefighters even picks up a chunk of graphite from the core, and it was so radioactive later they said he was holding 4 million X-rays in his hand. So I was thinking, what if we could see the radiation coming off of that graphite? How bright would it look like to our eyes? And how bright would a lethal radiation dose look like? How would it compare to a normal, everyday household light bulb? First, let's take a look at different doses of radiation and see what effect they have on our body. One way to measure radiation exposure is in grays, and it stands for 1 joule of energy absorbed per kilogram of matter. Now, let's say that I'm 70 kilograms. It would take 70 joules of energy to equal a whole body dose of 1 gray. This amount of radiation, not great, not terrible. 1 gray is enough to cause mild radiation sickness with nausea and vomiting, but typically not that big of a deal. 10 grays of radiation, on the other hand, is, well, terrible, and after the initial sickness, you will feel better, but not for very long, because death occurs within a month or two due to the radiation destroying your immune system. Now, if you've received 30 grays of radiation, you won't even have time to worry about much, because the typical survival rate after a dose like this is on the order of a few days. So anyway, now we know what different doses of radiation would look like. How will they compare to a light bulb? This is a 25-watt incandescent bulb. It consumes 25 watts of electricity. That means it consumes 25 joules per second of electricity. Now, these lights aren't very efficient, only about 5% efficient at turning electricity into light, and the rest gets turned into heat. So basically, this thing is outputting only about 1 joule per second of light energy. So if I'm about this far away, it means I'm only receiving about 0.1 joules per second of energy. So if this light was radiation, it would take me hours to receive a fatal dose of radiation. A well-lit room like this typically has about 1 watt per square meter of light that's hitting the walls. So that means if this light was radiation, I would receive a fatal dose in about 10 minutes. No, my pretty, don't get radiation. No, I'll protect you. It's like, who cares about me? Save the bone. Now, in full sun, the amount of energy that hits the ground is about 1,000 watts per square meter. So if all the sun's light was replaced with dangerous radiation, you would receive a fatal dose in 3 seconds. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, dead. So we know that deadly radiation is invisible. We can't see it with our eyes, but we can indirectly observe its effects. So in the TV show Chernobyl, there was that big blue pillar of light coming off of the core, and that was because the air was so radioactive. There were so many radioactive particles zipping around that it was ionizing the air, causing it to glow.
Oh, it's beautiful.
So if you've ever come across this glowing rock in the woods that's glowing a dull bluish purple, walk away, run away, because that is deadly radiation. People have observed this before and didn't know they were in danger. In Brazil, there was an accident where a worker cut open a radioactive source from a radiotherapy unit to treat cancer, and he took it home and showed his kids, and they were picking apart the radioactive material and playing with it because it was glowing blue. They were spreading it across the floor and rolling around in it because they thought it was some magical substance. So I guess even if you could see radiation, you might not know that it is dangerous. And the workers that disassembled this core, they had to get their fingers amputated. They had burns on their hand, like the size of the radioactive material. So yeah, invisible radiation like that is such an abstract concept that even if you come across it, you might not recognize what's going on right away. But you gotta learn. And so this is what our deadly radiation source would look like at nighttime. Let's say I'm 1 meter away. That means I would be receiving about 3,600 joules per hour, or give me a fatal dose in about 10 minutes. That is basically the same kind of radiation dose that you would be getting from the elephant's foot molten reactor core at Chernobyl. So it would take me 10 minutes to receive a fatal dose at this distance. Now, if I backed up to 2 meters away, right here, 2 meters, that means that I would be receiving a dose of 900 joules per hour. That means that it would take me almost 40 minutes to receive a fatal dose of radiation. And if I move back even further, to 5 meters away, or about 15 feet, it would take me 4 hours to receive a fatal dose of radiation. Not too bad back here at 5 meters away. Thanks to the inverse square law, the farther away you get from it, the exposure drastically decreases from any point source like a light or radiation exposure. So yeah, always want to keep your distance from a giant radioactive light bulb in the middle of the night, except the mosquitoes. Get fried, suckers! All right, so I changed my camera settings. So this is what it actually looks like to my eyes at nighttime. Now, like I said before, this is if you were standing 1 meter away, this is what it would be like if you were standing at the reactor core of Chernobyl, the elephant's foot, 10,000 rotten gens per hour. It would really light up that whole area, and you would know, if you could see it, you would know to stay far, far away from that giant bright light. Look at how well it illuminates the whole yard. You can still see the ballista out there. You can, yikes. The closer you get, the more radiation exposure you're getting, and yeah. Don't go towards the light if it's radioactive. No! Alright guys, that's the end of this video. I know I didn't blow anything up this time, but hey, you learned something, and that's why you guys come here, right? I hope. Anyway, I got you guys next week with something pretty cool. See you then. Bye.
Unwind with the delicious crunch of Lay's kettle-cooked potato chips. Life's tasty. Crunch on.
Hey guys, Backyard Scientist here.
And I'm Mark Rober.
Do something he won't like.
I texted this clip to my wife, who wanted proof I wasn't doing anything stupid on a recent trip.
Ah, man. I can't believe the last 2 episodes got so messed up. I guess you could say they were X-rated.
I'm going to watch Kaiser and the Voices playlist. I haven't watched no Mario yet, so I'm going to watch some of his Mario videos.
Well, we're certainly diving into uncharted territory today. Howdy, fellas. Mugman here, and welcome to the inaugural episode of Mugman Plays Super Mario Odyssey. So, yeah, recording off a console. This is a new concept for this channel, isn't it? So, with the advent of getting our Elgato capture card to work, we figured it was high time to finally dive into working off consoles proper. And what better...
I don't have a console, so that won't work. Mr. King Dice. Bring me those contracts. Bring them to me. Bring me those contracts. Bring them to me. I'm Mr. King Dice. I'm the brightest in the mine. Bring me those contracts. Bring them to me.
It's either the peace of mind of a standard unlimited mileage warranty, or it isn't. For those who never settle, it's either Mercedes-Benz certified
What the heck? What the heck?
What?
No. What the heck?
I'm gonna throw up. Alright. I'm fine. Everyone's chill. Nobody's gonna die. Here's my new McLaren wrap, by the way, in case you haven't seen yet. Da-da-da-da.
A bit. I'm gonna go off in a bit. Getting tired, so I'm gonna be going off in a bit. Maybe take a nap later and go on late again. Who knows? But I'll be back on later. But yeah, I'm gonna stay on still until this thing's over. Then I'm gonna go off.
It is pink on the side, blue on the side. So amazing. Black camo on the side, and white camo.
Or if someone comes on soon, I'll stay on.
Where did this come from? This is a little story. That is my first Burcon Unicorn V1 wrap. The most infamous, pink and blue camo, exactly like this. And then you have my first RS7 wrap, which is my first wrap I've ever done to a car. That was my first wrap ever. This was the craziest wrap I've done. And that has the same exact pattern this has. So I combined my two first wraps, and voila, they had a baby. And there she is. In today's agenda, we're going to head over to Amir's shop because he has something interesting cooking up for us. Goodness gracious, I love these doors. That's pretty much the entire reason why I bought this car, is that flip up screen. Tell me that's not the coolest thing ever. Also, this car is unbelievably fast. I got balling out right now. Yeah. Millionaire fucking doors.
What the?
Tell me that's not the most satisfying thing.
Gotta get rid of the carpet evidence.
Oh! Let go. Here's some of it. Yes. Finish it. Oh.
I look like I'm dead.
V12 bi-turbo, mofos. Come on, it's California. You signed up to live here. It's way too hot. Look at that.
Yo, that thing is huge.
Look at that thing. We're throwing a party thing. Okay, we're throwing a party. I left my phone and my wallet at your office.
First over the damages.
Sorry.
And how many miles you can take?
Don't worry, my driver's license photo is worse. We are upgrading from the V12 bi-turbo S65 to this bad boy out here, which has a V10. Dude, it has a V10.
Alex, you're not driving.
Yeah, it's a V10. It is a V10. You flexing the V10 badge right now? Are you fucking serious?
Getting comfortable.
Yep, I'm sorry I had to ruin your eyes. You probably would never wish you saw that. Okay.
What the hell is that?
Are you fucking serious?
Getting comfortable.
Yep, I'm sorry I had to ruin your eyes. You probably would never wish you saw that. Okay.
Oh, that's kind of neat. That's kind of neat. That's kind of neat. Cool. So that's been for show cards at Target. Now that's neat. I've never seen it before. Wish I had that 5 years earlier, or 10 years, or 20 years earlier. Wow, I wish I had it. Yeah, wow, 20 years ago, I was like 5. Last time I rode in a car, I was like 5 or something. Last time I rode in a car, I was 5. Or was I 4? Okay, but I wish I had it like 20 years ago. Kind of neat. That Cole's nuts. Now I know why I don't hang out with people like that, because they're idiots. Oh, well, I'm an idiot too, but I'm not that I'm not a crazy idiot. Made a hashtag. Oh no, where's the police out? Oh shoot. Learn how to drive. I even can't drive. Oh shit!
I know why you love them. You can tell everyone why you love these pool noodles.
Because I'm doing a haircut mod on fucking you. $600. Hold on. What do you do for the viewers, man?
What are we doing, fella? It's very worth it. Cool. Subscribe. Thank you so much.
Aha!
Nice pants.
Thank you, bro.
Welcome to the U-Haul Water Park at the back lot of EAG. Never so early in my life did I ever expect me to be sitting here doing this. You got your monkey?
I just got fucking tatted up right here, you know? This is actually Evil Knievel's helmet. I stole it from his graveyard.
Oh my goodness, he's got the Avengers shorts.
What the hell
Alright,
is this?
you guys have matching shorts. That's so cute. Why is your phone in a lunchbox? Just put it in there. Put some rice in here, and the rice will attract some really smart Asians to come fix it for you.
Oh, shit!
I mean, I got my boy Rice. He'll fix it, maybe.
This is just stupid! Oh shit!
No, on the real note though, like I feel so bad for you guys, but the view from up here was the craziest thing. I see all of you guys sitting in this corner. Hey, it looks beyond. Such a waste of water. Why are you standing like that? Like all hunched up. It's fucking freezing. Oh shit! What the hell? We're in the middle of the street right now. Oh my god. $600 going down the drain.
Great investment. No. 600 at Target, bro. 150 for the U-Haul.
$800 for 2 seconds of enjoyment.
Enjoyment, bro. I just hope I can walk tomorrow. My ass is fucking done.
There you go.
Yo, how can we return to U-Haul like this?
Thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. It's the funniest shit I've ever done. Okay, so here is the dealio. The radiators are down on the ground, and they're not really protected. And all the mud got on the radiators. So whenever I have the engine on, the car will overheat because the radiators are completely blocked by dried up mud. This is going to be one hell of a car wash. So I can just grab a chunk of mud. This. These chunks are just falling off the car. Oh my god. Look at this big ass chunk right here. Yeah, no wonder why my car was overheating. There's supposed to be a vent right there. Now that vent is no longer in existence. The fender lining just came off, and now look what's inside here. I'm pretty sure that's an oil. Here we go. Look at all this mud on the ground just from my car. The inside of the car is actually pretty clean now. By the way, this LR4 was with me at the mud. Fun fact, the alternator on this car broke down because the alternator was on the bottom of the car and it got flooded. The Lambo survived the mud, but the Land Rover didn't. Pretty embarrassing for Land Rover. We got the backside all cleaned up and installed. We're gonna take the front side off. Look at all this mud on the ground. Holy shit. Okay, so I did a poll last night on Instagram about should I wash this car before I roll up to Sunset Gran Turismo or not. And 90% of you voted that I shouldn't wash this car. And it is Sunset Gran Turismo in 15 minutes. Adam Morrissey, big fan. Can you get a photo?
Yeah, let's go.
As much as I want to keep this car like this, because it does look badass, I do have to clean it at one point because the mud's going to end up damaging the car. So we got Anthony from Passionate Auto Detail who's going to hose down this car. And it's probably going to be the most satisfying car wash I'll ever have in my entire life. Can't even get it off. Oh, there we go. That's just a... Oh, there we go. This big chunk was just stuck under...
Garrison bring in an emergency generator, run lights into the county commissioner's office to serve as a makeshift.
Don't go to jail, Chandler.
Chandler was a supporter.
I don't think it's that big of a deal,
Yeah.
man. I don't. Good luck, man. I mean, come on. They can't actually arrest me for not uploading. Like, I'll try to do 3 a
Back in a
week.
second.
I mean, I've averaged 2 a week. I thought that was pretty good. Yeah. I'll be fine.
You have failed to upload more than 2 videos a week this entire year.
Your Honor, my videos just take a lot of time.
How about this? I sent you to 24 hours in jail for an easy video.
But can you send it to my friends as well? That way, the content's a little better.
Consider it done. 24 hours in jail, Mr. Beast and friends.
Yeah, back on, guys. Back on.
Are we supposed to get a phone call or something?
You really locked it. Chandler, calm down. Chandler, you're freaking out. Jake, none of us have our phones. Show them the time.
2:24.
So 2:24 tomorrow. 24 hours from right now.
Please.
He will unlock this cell and let us out. So yeah, guys, we're gonna spend 24 hours in jail. This is an actual jail cell. Wish us luck.
I will not forget John.
All right,
Hey,
Chris,
John, wanna come on?
24 hours. How you feel?
I'll leave.
Chandler, how do you feel?
Hey, John, you want to come on? Yes or no? I want to know. Yes or no? You want to come on? Because I will not forget, John. If anyone's on here, you want to come on, all you have to do is just click that button right there. It says, I'll click. If you want to come on, John, I will put the thing up for you. You see here, do that and that. Why not, John? What do you want to come on for? Come on, it'd be cool if you come on. It'd be so much fun. But come on. If you don't come on, I understand. I understand if you don't come on, John.
Not live anymore. I only have 3 hours
Chris,
left.
is your stomach about to start about day of day?
Oh yeah, it took me a long time.
Okay.
Somebody
So next Sunday it's coming on. I can't wait to see it.
days.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
I hate to go to jail for a few years.
So you want to come on, John? I just need to know yes or no. Because I can leave this up all day long. Okay, how you get the... But, okay, John, if you don't... Oh, that's just stupid. It's a fire. You put oil... You don't do... That's just stupid.
The social media.
Yeah, that's true. I'll probably still find some way to smuggle it in. I get a photo and just hide it in my phone purse.
Thank you. We're starving. Chris, here's your rations.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, go get it. Alright, thank you. Alright, we should be able to last another 10 hours now. This is really hard. Yeah. You never been to jail? Bro, don't break the law. This sucks.
I also ran from the cops, but they didn't seem to care about that.
So, Chris, what did you say?
I got a
How does that make you feel? See how the only toilet is right there. We still have 21 hours left. Do you just want him to poop in front of us? I mean, if I can throw it later. Garrett, are you okay with Chris pooping while we're on the road?
Yeah, I'm alright.
I've seen Chris poop a couple times. It's nothing new. Go ahead, man. So, as you guys...
I am your voice. For the curator, you better. Hey.
You look so scared. Are you afraid that your own creation is going to kill you? Afraid that you're trapped in some dark, twisted